Hello everybody, good morning and happy Friday. I am Stacey, I am one of the designers here, and today I am joined by the lovely and very glowing Natalie. Hi Natalie.
Hi! Hello everyone, how are you? Happy Friday, love Fridays, best day of the week.
Woo woo.
So excited that it's Friday. I'm so excited for this Facebook Live, Stace, because it's me and you, which means one thing. The stamps on this show.
I'm so excited.
Stamps on this show.
So, before we look at the stamps, I'm going to follow the cards this week. I know I didn't do it last time. We're going to do some reminders. So there is 1 week left to vote for the Best of Craft Awards, where we have been nominated for the following. Brands for Crafts,
Woo!
Most Loved Stamping Range.
Woo!
I'd think about that then. Most Loved Paper Collection,
Woo!
Independent Retailer of the Year for Inspirations, Most Reliable Adhesive for
Woo-hoo.
Papercraft Glue Pen. So, get on the, is it on their website?
Yeah, it's on their
Yeah,
website.
on their website. Please vote for us. We very much appreciate it. And obviously, we will let you know if we have won. Next up is the pick of the week, which I believe are these fabulous Popper Topper bats.
Oh.
Now, I haven't been in the office for a week, working from home, so I haven't seen these yet, but these I saw on TV and they are amazing. So, there are, is it just four?
There's four.
Four pads.
Four different themes.
Go on the website, have a look at them, quickly flick through one, just because I've not seen them and I would like a nosy. All amazing artwork as usual, all foiled in silver and gold. Go on the website, grab yours before it ends.
I know you've not got long left. You have not got long left at all.
No.
Also, we have some incredible Super Saver deals. Our Super Saver deals, Stacey. Oh my God, you're not even going to believe this. Our Super Saver deals. I think, does this end this weekend, Emily?
Yeah.
Ends this weekend, so you can get our double-sided cutting crafting mat, 8 by 8 people, for £4.79. £4.79. I bet my Costa cost more this morning. £4.79.
Yeah. So you can buy me one of them mats then, can't you?
I can. And buy one of those mats back. Construction Silver Mirri. Now this stuff is a little bit stronger than our normal mirror, so it's great for building boxes, doing construction with. £9 for 50 sheets. That is an absolute bargain.
It's
Next
incredible.
up, that amazing craft glue pen, voted for the most reliable adhesive in the Best of Craft Awards, is that glue pen. You can get 6 of these for £5.97.
That is just crazy
There's some great
prices.
deals in here, isn't there? You've got our gemstones here. These are our original gemstone packs. £11.99 for all 9 packs. There's a massive array of colours there. I mean, you always need gemstones when you're making cards. So what a great price, £11.99. We've got some foam pads and mega buys. You're going to get 20 sheets in here. 20 sheets, a variety of different sizes, which is great. Our foam pads are all great anyway, but to have them in lots of different sizes so you don't have to cut it up if you don't want to is a fantastic thing. And they're £8, so half price for that. Half price.
I know what I'm doing.
I think
after
Dan
this.
was crazy when he did these deals.
Yeah, I'm going straight out of here and ordering some
I know.
of these.
Hammered card. Now this is like the classy card, isn't it?
Yeah.
For when you're making extra special cards, you want some of this. Some hammered card contains 25 sheets of ivory and 25 sheets of white, £7.99. So 50 sheets for the price of 25 sheets. That needs to go in your basket for sure.
I mean, for normal card, that's an amazing price, but for
Hammered card.
yeah, that
That's
is
crazy.
incredible.
You can get our low-tack tape stacks. They're £6.99 now, so you're going to get 5 rolls. As you can see, they're all on screen. They're really cool. Great for just being jazzy and decorating your cards with these, not even just for sticking your dies down. £6.99 for your low-tack tape stack. Next, we have our Moonstone sentiment dies. We have 6 dies here. They are beautiful sentiments. Great for uplifting cards, great for making someone's day. They're £4.99 each. £4.99
Honestly,
each.
I don't know what happened this week with Dan.
Yeah, he's
That
been
is
crazy for the
an
last 2 weeks,
amazing
but there's some
price.
amazing deals here. You can get the complete Prism Shimmer ink pad collection, all of the ink pad collections, for less than half price. They are £39.99. This should be £90, people. £90, and you can get them for $39.99. That's an incredible bargain. Another great one, our Prism watercolour pencils and handbook bundle. You're going to get all 48 prisms in that really, really cute wrap. These pencils, if you don't have them, you need them. If you already have them, tell everyone why they need them. Because for $22.99, you're going to get not just the handbooks, but all the education you need to get the best out of them. That is a great deal. And then finally, we have our Premier Craft Tools storage case. This is great. This is great for storing your ink pads, for storing your pens, for storing your gemstones. What else have I got in mind? I've got ink pads, big ink pads, my essential ink pads. I've got rubbers, I've got embossing tools.
I'm not going to lie, you could possibly use that for anything.
You really can. You could use it for cleaning,
anything.
You could use it for your kids' Lego.
Or your makeup.
Makeup, for sure. Yeah. Absolutely anything. Storage is just the best. Oh, we've got one more. We've got the adorable Scorable pattern packs, which I actually can't believe it's at this price because this only launched like a month ago. It launched a month ago and you can get the whole collection for $29.99. So it's incredible this. You've got 6 different colourways. You've got Matte-tastic and normal adorable Scorable in there. $29.99. Dan, you've done amazing here because there are some great deals that I'm sure people have been buying them, especially since payday. I definitely will be. I forgot about them actually. I did the show on Wednesday and I was like, oh my god, I need to get these. And I've totally forgot. So that's what I'm doing later.
I wish you could have seen my face through all them deals.
I know.
I was like that.
We like that. Like, oh my god.
What?
This is crazy.
Really?
Crazy.
Right.
Crazy.
Next up is the Win It Weekly competition. So this week you can win the Twilight Kingdom. Is it the Ultimate Collection?
I think so.
Luxury Topper Collection.
Topper
I should just read it before I say something. Luxury Topper Collection. If you haven't seen this, it is amazing. It's got black foil throughout. It's all Christmas themed, but it's got various images, all with that sort of sunset feel throughout. So if you would like to win this, there will be 5 winners, and today's question is, which product is part of the love of? I nearly said it then.
Stacey.
I'm very near. It's because I do so much with it. Oh, very nearly just.
There is a massive clue for this question, by the way. Massive clue right next to Stacey. 6 stamps, in fact, right next to Stacey's arm.
Yep.
So if you're struggling for the answer, it's there for you.
If you're struggling,
I think the answer should be pies. Not joking.
Well, I saw that earlier this week when I was watching one of the things, and I would have gone with pies for the love of pies.
I think we should just start a pie company, Stacey, and that's what it should be.
So it's either between maybe stamps or pies, I'd say.
Pies for sure. However, the answer is on the screen.
If you would like to win that, before I announce the actual answer, please comment down below and share the live stream. And is that it?
Yeah, we're going to comment, share, and we're going to pick someone later on.
I'll get used to this eventually. I don't do it enough. They need me back.
So before we begin, shall we have a look at what's coming up on today's show?
Yes.
Roll the show plan.
Okay, so on today's show we have the new Secret Garden stamps. We then have Let's Get Stamping. I presume that is your demo, Natalie.
Let's hope so.
Okay. We've also got, which isn't on there, we've got the box mag to look at. And then we've got the Win It Weekly winners and the Spin Wheel.
I love Fridays.
I love Fridays.
I love Fridays because you get to give everything away.
I do.
Fridays are the best days.
I always seem to be scheduled on a Friday, so it's great. So I just feel like I come in, give everything away, and then go back.
Yes.
Right. Yay! Okay, so the Secret Garden stamps, what are they? This is the brand new For the Love of Stamps collection.
Oh.
There are 6 stamps.
They are.
A6. So if you've seen these before, there are usual A6, usual high quality photopolymer stamp sets, and this has the secret garden theme. So when I decided to do this, I wanted to tell a story throughout the whole 6 sets. So it's not just individual stamps, although they can be used individually, but overall when you get and see all 6, it tells a story throughout. So let's have a look at them in a bit more depth. So you have this first one. Let me just move these out of the way so you can actually see things. Okay, so the first one is the Beyond the Keyhole, and this one is a beautiful ornate all the way around. It's got that lovely keyhole, which is a really simple shape. I've kept it as simple as possible so then you can start fussy cutting inside there and create your own apertures. And then inside you have various sentiments. You have a coordinating border which matches with the kind of like little gems within the door panel or the lock panel, and then you get some sparkles as well. So this, I would say, is kind of one of your main stamp sets for frames. I think
it's one of your main stamps. Yeah, definitely, because you can fussy cut out that keyhole, which a lot of people on the design team did do, and add some of the other imagery behind it. You can also, if you're really into sort of making stuff, you could get really grungy with this and add some sort of stamp and bond, and then add some gilding flakes over the top, rub that off, and then it's really going to stand out, even just embossing powder. But if you're really into sort of like making things, you could be making a storybook, a whole storybook, and this could be your first page. So it's a really great stamp. There's so much detail in it too. It's
Definitely
great for colouring in.
So this is one of the cards, and you can see that it's been cut out in the centre and another stamp has been put behind it, but you can see how amazing that looks in the embossing powder. It actually looks like metal.
Oh, it's so
and
good,
again,
isn't it?
this would also look good if you heat embossed it and then used the wax.
Yes.
That would look amazing. So that is our first stamp set. So before you get to the keyhole, you also have the doorway. So you have the garden gateway. So this is a lovely old rustic door with sort of oversized oriental poppies throughout.
It is something that you would really find sort of like hidden away in like an old sort of garden somewhere.
Definitely. It's all overgrown, it's got those beautiful wildflowers at the bottom, and this is such a nice large stamp that you could just stamp this as a centerpiece and leave it.
Yes.
Just colour it in really simply.
All the stamps are.
Washes. Honestly, it's absolutely gorgeous. And we're showing you these actual size on these boards, but when you start looking, the detail in it is incredible. We've added some little flowers throughout, so you can see on this one, Kat has heat embossed it with like it's almost like a copper, but it looks very rose gold.
It does, doesn't it? It's
on
quite
that
cute,
black. So you can see how that shimmers, but then equally another card, totally different card, really bright with those watercolour pencils.
I love the colouring on this.
And then they've actually decoupaged the flowers as well. So the reason why I wanted to do the oversized flowers is to add that magical theme throughout, but also so then you can start decoupaging so they're slightly bigger, slightly chunkier. And another one there. Just
so
on its own, absolutely gorgeous. So you could start your stories from that doorway, which then leads into the keyhole, which then could lead into, let me show you a different board, which could then lead into either the wishing well or the swing. So you can see where we're going with this story.
Yeah.
We'll obviously come back and show you the other one as well, but the two scene stamps are absolutely gorgeous. So this has the large oriental poppies throughout, the wildflowers, that gorgeous stone detail, and then the wood detail up here. And you've got so much detail in these stamps that they're really good for beginners as well, because you can do really quick washes and not have to colour too much. But equally, if you want to get in there, you can colour every individual leaf.
Yeah, you really can.
it's so good for beginner or more advanced, depending on what you'd like to do. But also on that set, you get the butterflies, you get butterfly silhouettes, and then you get that lovely sentiment throughout. So all the sentiments are in the same font, so you can start again building up that story, that book. Tell your own stories. What's happening in your story. And then in this middle one, you've got the large oriental poppies. You've got that lovely swing in the centre. You've got the lanterns all throughout the leaves at the top. And then you've got additional dragonflies on this one. So you've got silhouette dragonflies. You get the additional lantern, and then you get some sentiments as well. So you can see how you can use these individually. So if you would like to get these are £8 on their own. But as with all of our A6 stamp sets, you can get 3 for 2. So get 3 stamp sets for the price of 2. I had to think about that then.
3 for 2.
Oh, I need to go and have a sleep.
So you can actually get all 6 for the price of 4.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that.
Well, you don't want to do that, no.
No, you want to get the bundle.
The bundle's the best.
The bundle's the best. So I know we haven't gone through them all yet, but if you did want to get ahead of us and get all 6, they are £30. There's 33 stamps in total, and it saves a whopping £18.
It's crazy.
That's
every
each stamp set is £8.
£5.
So two stamp sets is 16.
Yeah.
So you're essentially getting 2 and a bit stamp sets free, which is crazy prices. So get ahead of us, start buying them, because I absolutely love this range. And
it's very, very cute.
It's
just so magical.
I know that I designed them, so I'm a little bit biased.
Very biased.
I am going to go and buy them myself. And I don't buy all of the stamps.
These are great.
But I don't. So going back to our story that we're telling, within these, you also have the really cute animals. So these are the garden visitors. So you have 2 little like field mice or harvest mice, depending on how you colour them. And they're surrounded by either blackberries or raspberries, but just really cute little, they're kind of just meeting, that little meeting point. So maybe you're sending a card to a friend and, you know, let's meet up, that sort of thing. And then also you have the little hedgehog coming out the plant pot, and you have the little rabbits as well. So you can see how all these are like hidden visitors. And then you also have some little critters as well. So you have bees, dragonflies. What else did I do? Yeah, bees and dragonflies. I doubted myself for a minute.
It's just going to look so good. And if you're really into sort of like stamping and building up bigger scenes, getting your masking sheets out, you'll be able to sort of plan all of these creatures and all of these sets together. So you could do like a large, big picture here where you've got your, I forget it every time, I forgot it while I was on TV, the wishing well, there we go,
yeah.
Got it, came to me. Have the wishing well on the right hand side, you have that beautiful tree image on the other side, and then you can have those animals like scattered throughout. So there's so much scope for building massive cards and big scenes like that are going to be amazing for colouring in. But my favourite thing for sure, and a great thing to do with your kids as well, is to make them up as a story and then get the kids to create the story and colour it in. So a great thing that you can do there. But there's so much ability with these stamps to build up massive scenes. You can use them on their own and they are stunning on their own because there's so much detail in them. But if you want to, you have the ability to really build up massive scenes. They are just, you've done it. Every time, Stacey, you do an amazing job, but these are beautiful.
I do love these. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, but we just wanted to get it in at the right time. And I think this is the perfect time with, you know, in between autumn, winter, you start getting those animals sort of sneaking out, hiding, but then you also get the kind of like overgrown, foresty autumn. But I mean, these would look great in autumn colours with the oranges, but then also in your spring colours. It's a great set for all year round.
It really is. It really
And then
is.
finally, going back to that other board, we've talked about stories all the time.
I don't know if you might have to drop it down. There we go.
So we've talked about stories throughout this, and what we've given you is exactly that. We've given you that storybook. Do I need to go further? No. If I stand still. Tell me when.
There we go.
That way. Ah, see, she's a good one. We're getting
there. She knows
there.
what to do.
Right, sorry, Nat. Emily, I'm just causing havoc by not.
No, you're not. It's fine.
But it's this one's so good.
I come in here on a Friday and I'm all demanding. I want it this way, and you will give me this. Okay, so going back, we've given you this storybook, so you could begin your story at the very beginning. So you've got that lovely book, open book with the pages, and then coming out of it are those gorgeous oriental poppies, wildflowers, leaves, vines. This is one of my absolute favourite stamps that we have ever done, and we've done a lot of stamps.
It's just so beautiful.
This is honestly going to be my all-time favourite, I think. I love it so much.
It's the best, and colouring it in is so much fun.
So with that, you also get a few sentiments, and you get some sparkles to really add that magic to it. And then you've got that little butterfly as well that's in flight. And some of the sentiments on here are gorgeous. So if I read a few, just before we look at some cards. So imagination is a beautiful thing. Adventure awaits. And on the storybook as well, you get like a 2-part. So they're in separate.
Yeah, I like this one.
So you can use them together or separately. So you have every story is beautiful, which is perfect on its own. But then you also get, but ours is my favourite.
Love it.
How cute are those sentiments?
So nice.
So before we go on and look at some demos, we'll just quickly look at some cards. So again, with that storybook, you can see, oh now, is that clear? See, I mess everything up on a Friday. Dan will never have me back again.
This one's great.
So I love this one. So you can see how those flowers are being coloured. The butterfly have been stamped twice and cut out and decoupaged. Absolutely gorgeous. And then another one. So this is a lovely step card with more muted tones, but again, equally gorgeous, totally different look. And then that adventure awaits sentiment. And again, another totally different one. It's almost vintagey, that one.
It is, isn't it?
The book has been coloured lovely. And then look at those flowers with the colouring. Those blues really make the other flowers stand out.
I know. Some great colouring.
And that's on the acetate as well, so you get that look. And then another one, which is a bit more orangey, I'd say. With the craft card in the background, which is lovely. So Nat, do you want to show us a demo, and then we can look at some more cards later?
Yeah, let's get straight to it. Let's do this.
While you're doing that, I will see who is joining us.
Loads of people are loving the demos, Stace. Loads of people are loving the demos. So I'm going to use the Garden Gateway stamp because I really, really love it. And we're going to make it quite rustic. I'm starting off with white, a white piece of cardstock, but when we finish this, it is going to look super, super crazy. So let's just put our paper in place, and we can take our stamp off here. Now, do you know, Stacey, I love this stamping press so much, and this is testament to how amazing this stamping press is. On Tuesday morning, I had some prep to do for my shows on Creating Crafts.
I know what's coming.
I prepped. I was very, very lazy, so I prepped from my bed. So I was using my stamping press from my bed in my hotel room, and every single time without fail, the stamps stamped beautifully. So no matter where you are when you're stamping, this stamping press is the one for you. It's absolutely incredible. So I'm going to put my stamp just on one side of my page.
Talking about the stamping press now, Liz Moore says, "These look gorgeous. Wish I could stamp better than I do. Think I need more practice." Well, Liz, I can again highly recommend the stamping press.
Yep.
Before the stamping press, I'm not gonna lie, I don't ever lie. I'm too honest at times. Before the stamping press, I would use an acrylic block, and with large stamps like this, I would sometimes miss the middle because I can't get that even pressure all over. But with the stamping press, it is amazing. You can get it straight on, stamp it, and then if it's not quite stamped in the middle, just stamp it again. And there's no movement with the stamping press. So if you are a beginner, give that a go.
I've used Memento to stamp this because we're going to colour it with our alcohol markers, which most people know are my favourite thing to colour with. So I'm just pressing this down. And you don't have to use a lot of pressure, but I just want to make sure that all this beautiful detail is wonderfully stamped. It's just missed a little bit here. And there we go. So you can see how wonderful this stamping press is, how detailed these stamps are. Look at that. Look at that. It is absolutely beautiful. It's just magical, even just stamped in black on white. Absolutely stunning. So we're going to colour this in. I'm going to get my alcohol markers, and I actually did already start colouring this in because I can colour for hours, people, hours on end. So we've coloured in our flowers and some of those trees, and I'll tell you what colours I've used. So I've used 424 and 427 for these lovely leaves, and then I've used 517 and 527 for my flowers. So I'm just going to go over my flowers because I want to make those inside edges a lot more vibrant, and you can do this by just adding colour to the edges of the flowers where it would naturally be a little bit more darker. So let's just do that, and that's just going to bring out that colour. I went for orange because it's my favourite colour.
So lots of people are getting the question right for the Win It Weekly.
We did help them out a bit though, Stacey.
I did. I wouldn't want people to miss out, so I feel like it's my duty.
This is true.
Quite a lot of people are saying that you look lovely with your hair up as well.
Thanks. I saw these comments. Very nice of people. Again, just being lazy. It's Friday. It's Friday, and I thought, no, I'll have an extra 10 minutes in bed today.
Well, lazy is a good look on you, Natalie.
Thanks. Lazy is the only look you get on me, Stacey. So I've just added more colour to the sort of middles and the bottoms of those. If I lift it up, you can really see how well adding those colours in. And for the leaves, I've just went over the whole of the colour with the 242, and then I just added like little dots to the centres of the areas where I thought like the colour would be darker from them. So we've got that ready to go, and now we need to colour in this beautiful door. So what I always do when I'm colouring is get a scrap piece. So if I use the back of this, because then I can still use the front again, I'm going to get a selection of browns. So obviously I want the lightest brown first because we need like a base colour. I might use some of these warm greys as well. They might be really good for this. I won't use that one. That one's a bit too orangey. This one might be good. That's a good one. Let's use that one.
I'm really glad you do the same thing as me and test all the pens.
We use that one.
And I presume you do that every single time you make a
Oh yeah,
card.
I have to.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I could be creating anything here, Stace. We'll use these two. Okay. So I've gone for 541, 536 and 537. So you can see them there. It's a really light sort of, this is perfect for skin colours actually. But I'm going to put this down first because then I have like a nice base to work on. So using the fine tip, I'm just going to go around the outside of the leaves, that beautiful detail that we put in earlier. And then once we've gone around that area, we can really go to town with our colouring. So getting in all those little gaps that appear just around here, making sure to get in and around where those beautiful sort of steel locks are. I love that, how you've got that in there, Stacey.
Honestly, I've mentioned before with dies, but it's the same with stamps. When I design these stamps, I put that much detail in that I then have to spend a good half an hour taking detail out because I've put too much in. But this is also why we also get stamp samples sent to the office, so they get tested either by myself or Natalie, and then we share pictures with each other, and we decide whether areas are too dark, too light, do they need more detail, do they need less detail, and then all those amends are made, and then it goes back off again to be manufactured. And we are confident, me and Natalie standing here today, that we have the best image that we can give you, the highest quality stamp sets that we can give you, and we have, we've tested them ourselves. We know they're going to work. So I can't ever talk about how high quality our stamps are, and they're so thick as well, so they never give way. Some stamps are quite thin, so when you put too much pressure on them, they kind of just buckle, which then gives you a thicker line when you stamp, whereas these are really chunky stamps, so it gives you that confidence that no matter how much pressure you're going to put on, you're going to get that nice, crisp stamped image.
So to get this like sort of wood grain effect, because you want it to look quite realistic when you're colouring it, what I'm doing is I'm adding in just lines of this first colour, and I've added more colour here because I want to have this bit a little bit darker and just up here. But then once we've got this ready to go, what we can do is then go in with that lighter colour again, because the best thing about these pens is that you don't need to use the blending tool. Is actually kind of like more of an eraser with our alcohol markers, whereas if you just use the same, like the lighter colour again, and go over the whole area, then those darker shades of colour sort of really melt into the lighter colours, and you get that beautiful really beautiful coloured look. So I've just used one colour here. So once we've got this sort of blended out to a point that I'm happy with, which I think is nearly there actually, I'll just do below here. Then what we can do is go in with that darker colour. Let's just show you what it looks like first while we've got those two colours in. You can see where we're starting to get that really lovely textured effect in there. So I'm going to go in with that darker colour, and I'm just going to go around the edge there where I wanted to add a lot of colour, and that's going to help this side really sort of look darker than the rest. And then I'm going to go in with longer strips of this darker colour, sort of in the places where I didn't have the lighter colour before. I missed that bit up there. And then we can again go over with your lighter colour, and that's going to blend it all in. I'm using the chisel tip because it's got a bigger surface area, so it's going to blend easier with this. But if you want to use that smaller one to get into those more detailed areas, you definitely can do that. Colouring is however you want it to be. It's a beauty. I love colouring. Colouring is such a good way to really get... It's so therapeutic. It's just the best thing. If you're just need some time, some headspace, get stamping. Stamp a massive image and just colour it in. Doesn't matter how long it takes you, but when you finish, you'll feel so much better. You'll feel so relaxed.
I know a few people have said to me before that they like stamping and they like colouring, but then struggle with the card making. Don't make cards then, just stamp
colour.
and colour.
Just colour.
But it means that you can have that image over and over and over again. And you could also make home decor pieces. You don't have to make cards out of these.
Nope, you really, really don't. So now you can see how we've got that sort of really wooden, old effect where we've got more shading on this side where the leaves are over the top of there. You've got that sort of grain that you can see there, but you've still got some really light areas, and I think that works with the colours that we've chosen. I don't know if you can see it because it still does look really white, but I've also coloured in the brickwork here, so I've done like the stonework. We did that with some lighter colours. Now, to make it look super grungy, what we're going to do is we're going to use our grey colours. So I've got warm grey 3, warm grey 1. I'm going to use an N1 as well because that's a little bit lighter. So these are just like really like browny greys, which is why they're warm grey. They're a little less, they're a little, can't describe it. They're just warmer than the cool greys. That is the wording that we will use here because that is the correct term.
I love how like normal
I'm terrible,
you are,
aren't
Natalie.
I? I'm so terrible.
You're not terrible.
I am.
You know why? It makes people
terrible.
like me feel normal, because you know I love the fact that you do little mistakes or cover things up, or the fact that you don't know words to things. Honestly, it makes us all feel normal. I love it.
Well, if I make you feel normal, then at least I'm making someone feel okay.
Well, you know me. I
Not
quite
just me.
often say, you know that stick thing.
You know that thing?
That thing, yeah.
That thing, yeah.
That does something.
That thing? Yeah, I know what you're
So-
talking about, Stacey. Don't have a clue. So then I'm literally just layering up because I want it to look kind of oldie-worldy. So I've gone in with these darker colours and I'm just sort of going from darker to lighter inwards. And yes, I know it looks a mess, but I will show you how to make it, how you get that really wonderful effect. So I've just added in scribbles there with the lighter colours. And then using our colourless blender with the thicker end that we have, we're going to work this in circles onto our cardstock, onto more of the centre pieces than the outside, but you can go all the way out if you want to. But this blender sort of pushes the colour, so I'm working in circles and I'm working upwards and outwards onto the cardstock. Some areas you might want to apply it a bit more so you have a lighter feel. Some areas you might want to just not use it at all, so it's a bit more grungier than others, but that is how we're going to create this sort of oldie-worldy, sort of rusticy textured effect to our cardstock. And this is just using our alcohol markers, so you know, it just shows that you can create any type of texture or feel using these different mediums that we have at Hunky Dory. If it's just the pens you have, or if you would normally do this with inks and you've always wondered how you can get this effect with your pens, well, here it is.
When you started scribbling, I did think, oh my God, what's she doing?
Oh my God, she's ruining
I did
it.
think, oh, we're going to have to cut and find another card that looks similar or something, but that looks amazing. And
So you have.
to be quite honest, I wouldn't think of doing it with the pens.
You wouldn't, would you? You'd think, oh, I'm going to do this with my blending tool, but why not just use the pens because you've got it. So you can see there how you've got that sort of like dirty edge effect that you would find in this sort of secret mystical garden. And you can go and add more darker colours if you want to. Let's just add this one to the edge of here a bit more. And if you add it while the blender's still kind of working in, it kind of works best because you've still got that colour kind of working out. So we've got that on our edge. Then we had some fantastic Matastic that Stacey selected to go with this. So decided to use the terracotta because it works excuse me, it works really nicely with the orange flowers. So let's stick that on with some tape.
I'd just like to point out as well, Natalie now loves the Matastic, but at first when I showed her,
I did think it was a
she's
bit
like,
weird.
these colours are a little bit weird.
These
So
colours
I
are a bit
explained
strange.
why I picked all the colours. They're not weird, it's totally logical. So we picked some nice browns for the kind of woodwork. We picked some nice greys for the stonework. We've picked bright pinks for some of the flowers. So all the colours have been picked to work with the stamps itself, which also allows you to simply stamp onto the Matastic colours and then cut parts out. So like the flowers, you could cut out the pink and then layer it up. So if you're not confident with colouring, stamping onto Matastic and cutting out is a brilliant alternative. So my colour choices are not weird, Natalie.
No, they're not, and I get that now, but at first, when I first saw them, I was a bit like, oh.
Shireen says, you should always trust Stacey, Natalie.
I really should. This is a life lesson here. Always trust Stacey, because she knows best. So this is fitted onto a 5x7, which is my favourite cardstock size, and then I've stamped the sentiment, which we're going to put across the edge here. I'm going to do the same to the edges actually of this. I'm just going to make them that nice sort of rustic edging that we have alongside. So we're just using the same colours again. We've got those warm greys, we've got that N1, which is the sort of the lightest one, and then we'll go with our blender and using that chisel tip and just push that colour outwards. And you get that sort of really rustic, edgy look. And this is great for using with dies as well, this type of technique. Something I love to do, especially, I did this I think with the, what dies was it?
Give me a clue.
The ones we did the last big die launch, we did the core one with the feathers. Rustic, yeah.
Rustic lace.
I had it in. Rustic lace, I did this technique because I love to colour in my dies when we have some great ones like Stacey created this time. I absolutely love them, so I love doing this to create some really nice edgy backgrounds. So I'm just going to cut this straight across, which does mean that my ends are wonky, but I've done it for a reason. I'm going to have it hanging off the side here because I don't want to, I don't know where it should go. I don't want to really, let's cut it a bit shorter because I don't want to, I really like this image and I don't want it to be covered. We'll cut it a bit shorter and we'll stick it on there. We're going to use foam pads again just to lift up that sentiment from the piece there. Let's stick that on, and there we go. So a really nice way. These stamps are beautiful to colour in, as you will have seen throughout this demo and the samples that you've seen. They look absolutely stunning, but you can really create different types of feels with these stamps. You could have created a really nice background there and made it quite sort of autumnal or quite dark and mysterious. But I love these. I love the alcohol markers, so together they're a perfect combination. Have you got some more cards, Stace?
I have got some more cards. So all with different techniques, colourways. So this is the one I showed you earlier. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then with that swing scene in the background that's just coloured really nicely. Just looks stunning. And you also get the extra lantern as well, so you can start adding more lanterns in the front. But then you have the wishing well. Thanks, Emily. And I have a feeling that has been stamped in a really light colour. So rather than it being black, it's been stamped in a brown to just give that muted look, which is beautiful. Oh, another one, which is a shaker card. So you can see how different that is. Look at that one. And then finally, Can I just check now? Is this? Yes, it is. It's with one of the denims, which is on
which are the
offer.
Super Savers, yeah.
So look how gorgeous that is on that denim paper there. Absolutely brilliant. And then have we got some more? We've done those ones. We've done those ones. I've done them all. Yay!
Yeah, but they're just so good. I'm so grateful because we have some new design team members on our stamp team, so they've done a fabulous job with this launch. And as have they all. The cards are absolutely stunning that have been created with this collection, as always, and I just absolutely love them.
They are amazing. And I'm not just saying that because I did them. I do love them. I love everything that we do, but these are particularly my favourite. It's something that I have nagged and nagged and nagged, and finally they gave in and said, yes, Stacey, you can do them, and I was super happy. So
Introduce our friend. You can kind of see him.
yeah,
Can you see him?
I was just so if you see here, somebody is sneaking in. So if we go to the other shot,
Hello,
is this Norman?
Norman the gnome. Isn't he great?
So Dan has brought this in. Apparently Norman lives with Dan all year round in the living room, like you do, giant gnome. But the reason why Norman is in today is because we have Norman in papercraft form. So let's go back to the other camera and have a look at
isn't
the
he just
collection.
fabulous?
So Norman has joined us in our box mag. Look how gorgeous Norman is. So if you haven't seen this yet, this is our box mag. You get stamps, dies, you get an embossing folder, you get papercraft kit, and papers and card blanks.
You get everything in here.
You get all sorts. I mean, I've got all of this, and I'm looking at it thinking, I don't know where to start. But we'll start with this one. So this is the embossing folder. So these are designed almost as like two borders. So you can put your paper in one half and just have a border, and then cut it off. Or you can have this as a centerpiece topper, so emboss it and then colour it in. But it works perfectly with the whole collection. You can see how Norman might have this on his little hat.
Yes.
He's so cute. I mean, he's quite large, but he is so cute. So again, you get this gorgeous topper collection with these gorgeous little gnomes throughout. Then you get more traditional. Show you the actual collection would help.
Yeah, because you've got two kits in here, so it's different for lots of different people, different for lots of different occasions.
We're sorting cameras out, so we're doing this. And she's going to get annoyed with me in a minute.
Yay!
Yay! So this is the Norman collection with the little Norman and Friends.
Norman and Friends.
In that gorgeous silver foiling all throughout. So Natalie's going to make a card with this in a minute. But with your collection, you also get your card blanks with Norman on and another Norman.
So many Normans.
Norman everywhere.
So many Normans.
But then you also get this one, which is absolutely gorgeous. Honestly, I love the colours and the artwork in this. So this has that beautiful sort of quite vintagey stocking, but it's quite a modern vintage.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
If that is even
very
a thing. You have that lovely pocket watch up here, and then the poinsettia as well, with loads of different borders. And then you have these beautiful card blanks.
They're just so pretty. There's so much texture in there.
Imagine fussy cutting
oh my gosh,
that panel out and then decoupaging it on the other side as well.
Oh, yes, that would look
That
amazing.
would look amazing. There's another Norman collection.
There's so many Normans.
I know. Why? I don't know why you wouldn't want Norman though.
I know. He's just the cutest.
Love Norman.
Have we got a joke?
By Jo Ward.
Yeah.
She said, where did Norman do his shopping? British gnome stores.
Oh,
That's a good one. Dan would love that.
Yeah, he will.
He'll probably add
Yeah.
it to his collection, so make sure
Dan's
you
probably in his
copyright it.
office laughing.
Yeah, I'm surprised you can't hear him.
Yeah. I'm surprised, to be quite honest, I'm surprised he's not in here. Kicked
Yeah.
me out because he wants to show off Norman. You should have seen his face this morning. He came in and I walked in and the first thing he did was, "Have you seen Norman?" I was like, "No, I don't even know who Norman is." And he's like, "Come and look, come and look."
I mean, look at him.
He's just the cutest.
Look at his little nose.
Oh my god, he's the best. And his hat's so good. His hat is actually, on the screen it doesn't look that big, but from right here, this angle where I'm sat, it is massive.
It is
Yeah,
huge.
He's blowing his beard as well.
I mean, if we took it off Norman, it would probably drown me.
Yeah.
It's that big. So, with the other Norman toppers, you get Norman card blanks.
Oh my god.
And I'm just going with it. He is now Norman, the Norman collection. And then another set of that fabulous modern vintage imagery. That's my new
nice.
word, modern vintage. With the Christmas tree and then that mulled wine at the bottom and some lovely tags and sentiments in this.
Yeah,
It's really
great
nice.
for other things as well, not just card making, but for boxes or gift tags.
And then you get these anti-Norman card blanks.
They're beautiful though. Absolutely stunning. I love that wreath on the top.
I presume you also get all of these.
I know.
Look at the, there is so much.
You get inserts,
I
4
feel like I have to
double-sided
check.
papers, 2 paper craft kits. You get an embossing folder, a stamp, and a die, and a magazine.
I feel like I have to check that this is all included because it,
It
just
is.
seems like so
Everything
much.
is included, Stace.
So all of these inserts are on matte cardstock, so you can use your stamps on this, you can use your inks, prism pens, all sorts on this. So you've got quite pale Norman in the corner. But you could also cut Norman out and colour him in, make him a bit brighter.
Viv said she would love to see Dan dressed as a gnome. We can
That-
make that.
We can
We can make
arrange
that happen.
Yeah, suggestions open. And look at how cute this one is. So this one's a bit different. This one's in the centre, and Norman is holding a little sign for you to stamp something in there or write a little message. So that is super cute.
Linda said, "Tell Dan you have said you're going to give Norman away." Do you know what? So he told us that Norman has lived in his living room all year, like the whole year. Like he's not removed him since Christmas. And I don't actually think Debs and the kids know that Norman came to work today. So when Debs, because she's working at home, realises that Norman's not there, I'm sure she's going to be texting Dan straight away, like, "Where is the gnome?"
Yeah.
So I don't know whether, I think he'd probably cry if we told him that we'd given Norman away. He would be very upset. He was very attached this morning. It was quite alarming, actually.
I'm going to be honest, I don't think he'd be crying. I think that we'd both be out of a job.
Yeah, probably.
I think we'd be out in the car park in a matter of seconds with our, not even our desk belongings. We wouldn't have that.
No, we'd just be like, "You're not having him.
Yeah.
See you later.
Just go.
Leave us. Be gone."
And then you also get these lovely papers as well, so you can see how these go with the vintage, modern vintage collection, as I'm calling it. Probably get told off for making up these terms, but
They're just so great. Papers are amazing.
these papers are amazing, especially for like paper folding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nat, I'm going to keep talking again.
It's all right. Keep going.
I know that you're raring to go. I can keep seeing you twitching. So these fabulous stamp sets, if I can do that. You see that? Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get the stocking, you get the poinsettia, you get the large poinsettia arrangement, and then you also get the pile of Normans.
Yeah, they're great.
Little tower of Normans. And then you also get some sentiments on there, so they're perfect to use with your inserts.
They are.
And then finally, and before I stop talking, you get the die set. So this is a lovely season's greetings die, which is perfect for not just these, not just your box mag projects, but every single Christmas project. So if you want all of that and the magazine,
magazine.
I don't know where the magazine is though. Soz, no.
I've got the magazine. I'll show the magazine.
You show the magazine.
I can show the magazine.
So if you want all of that, plus the magazine that Natalie's going to show you now, that is $12.99. And I'm reading on the screen, you also have a chance to win £500 of Hunky Dory goodies. That is amazing.
It's such a good magazine. So you've got so many different projects in here, not only using this collection and the things that you can do with it. Look at that one, make a little wine thing. Kat did that, it's fantastic. But you've got projects on how to use your aperture stamps and dies that we brought out earlier, which I absolutely love. They were amazing. Another great collection stays. You've got things on how to use your embossing folders with this kit. You've got some more advanced cards, you've got some more beginner cards, but there's so much you can do in this. And also, if I can find it, because I'm trying to find it now, I might just have to, let me just find it, because you're going to want to know.
Am I right in saying that all the projects in that magazine are with the products that you get in the box mag?
They are, absolutely, everyone.
There's a whole magazine of projects which you can do and follow step by step, full pictures so you can see what's being made. I love it personally.
I'm trying to find it, it's in here somewhere.
The price for a stamp set, a die set, an embossing folder, papers, inserts, toppers for $12.99.
Yeah, you're taking yourself out. There is a lovely little section in here about, Emily! I'm trying to find it though.
Somebody said the other day as well, can we see Emily?
I know, that's why I'm trying to find it. I've looked here twice.
Emily's ripped the pages out, I bet you.
You go mad.
A day in the life of Emily. It's in here. Why can't I find it?
Look, she's laughing, I reckon that she's...
Oh, it's here. It's here. Found it now.
She's totally ripped those pages out.
A day in the life of Emily. Lovely Emily's face. We've got the Facebook room in there. We've got some Emily doing some hard work here. So you can read about Emily, what she does, what she likes to do, what's her favourite part of the job, what are the challenges that your team face, working with us, hello. So there's so much different things in there. So not only do you get this magazine full of beautiful things, but you can read all about Emily in it too. So let's show you how to make a fantastic card with the collection, because I love both the collections in here. So I'm using that really nice, this one. This really beautiful one, and I've picked the cardstock that has the matching stocking on. So we're making an 8x8 with this one. So we're going to go Gold Mirror 8x8 as our first layer, and then I'm going to utilise the paper that you get in here. So we've got this nice sort of rustic brown paper that we're going to bring in, and we're going to do that at 7 3/4. So all this little excess stuff as well, you can be using this on your cards, making borders from it, using it to jazz up different areas, because it's double-sided too. So let's stick this on here like so, and then I'm going to make a little border with this one. So we're going to make this to, let's go to 7, let's go to 7. I'm going to cut it there.
Oh, everyone's loving
it at the bottom.
Everyone says she's so pretty. Catherine says she's not just a pretty voice. And
she's not.
Pretty voice.
A pretty voice, yeah.
Never heard that.
And Linda says she's not a gremlin like Dan said.
No, she's definitely not. We shouted at him for that.
Dan's the gremlin.
Dan is a gremlin. Dan's the biggest gremlin of them all.
He is.
So we're going to put this on here like so. And look how beautiful it looks already. I don't even want to add a topper on here. It's just, I don't even know whether I will. I was going to, but now I'm like, oh, should I? Should I add a topper? Because this is just, it just looks perfect without anything.
No, I was just thinking then as well, with that picture of Emily, you could cut it out and frame it.
You could. You could do that if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Please don't.
So if you're watching on Facebook Live and you feel like you need to watch Emily as well because you don't see her face, you could just cut out her little picture, put it in a frame and then just have it next to your computer screen, so she's kind of part of
That's weird.
the show.
That's weird.
It's not weird. I'm doing it when I get in.
You are totally freaking Emily out here.
She'll never come back.
I really don't know what to do now, because I had a plan and now my plan has been foiled. Quite literally.
Haha.
That was a good joke, wasn't it?
Foiled.
That was a good joke. Thanks.
Are you all right? Are you proud of that?
It's Friday. Of course I'm all right. It was a good joke, that though. Good joke. Yeah, I don't know whether I want. I don't know. Don't know. Do you know what?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit sad that you're not using an almond topper.
I know. I'm sorry. Do you know why it is though? I used Norman quite a bit when I was on telly.
It doesn't matter.
So I don't
You've
have-
got Norman in the room, and you're
Sorry,
not using
Norman.
Norman.
I'm
And
very
everyone's
sorry.
loving Norman.
I'm so sorry.
Say it normal.
I'm sorry, Norman. I will take you home and make sure that you're safe though.
No, he doesn't want to go home with you.
Oh. Let's not use the big one, but we'll use the little one because that's a bit too big, but we can still use this little one for sure. Okay, let's start sticking this down.
Are you doing a Dan? Are you going to do a come on my crafting journey and we'll all make a decision together card?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that's what I'm doing. Let's see where we'll start here. We'll end at a magical secret garden filled with Christmas. So we're going to stick our Miri onto our card blank like so.
I have to point this out. Tina
This
said,
is so long, big.
ignore the angry face sent by mistake. Tina, I know what you mean. I do this all the time. So, especially on Messenger, as I'm scrolling, if it's a really long message and I'm kind of like scrolling but then holding, I then accidentally send like an angry face. And I've done it once where somebody's told me how bad their day is going and I've put an angry face or a laughing face. It's not good. So it's fine. We're all friends here.
Me and Stacey are also really good at accidentally calling each other.
Oh yeah, we do that.
We've done
At
that like
least
twice
once
this
a week. Yeah. That wasn't my fault the other day, I'd just like to point out. I text you and then I'll put my phone down and about 5 minutes later it just decided to ring you.
Yeah. I bet it was the cat. The cat wanted to speak to me. It wasn't
No, the
you.
cat doesn't move. The cat just sleeps. You know when they say cats sleep all day? Molly literally sleeps like 24 hours a day.
Just up for one. For some food.
She gets up for some food, moans about it for ages, and then goes back to bed.
Perfect way to be.
And she'll wake you up at like 3 o'clock in the morning for food. It's very annoying. But we kind of put up with it because she's 15 and she's getting on a bit.
Right, so I've got my base layer here, which is my Miri and that beautiful paper. Then I've got my layer of Miri and the cardstock, which we're going to add, make sure it's the right way around, to the centre, like so. Then we're going to add our topper and our frame. So I'm going to stick my, I hope I've got some really thin ones here. I do. I'm going to stick my frame on with 2 lots of, there we go, 2 lots of foam pads so it's extra high.
Victoria says, I don't normally get the box mag, but might have to get this one. I know what you mean. I need a picture of Emily as well.
Oh, I've got stuff stuck to me. So then we'll put this one on here. And again.
Oh, I'm so glad it's not just me. Lynn Parry says, oh my gosh, a friend posted a message about cancer once and I hit the smiley face instead of the crying face.
Oh, that's quite devastating.
Oh,
It's
honestly,
okay though, because on Facebook you have that little time to to change
I
your
know,
mistakes.
but
don't
then
you?
if you don't know how you undo it, it's
For the first like
your
2
heart
minutes
just
of doing
drops.
it, you are like, oh my gosh, what have I done? What have I done? Everyone's gonna comment, everyone's gonna think I've commented by accident. Oh, got stuck to my plaster. Let's take this off. Oops. Ah.
I think Natalie sometimes thinks I do it by accident, but I don't. Sometimes I do just send her an angry face.
You can't be angry at me, Stacey.
I'm always angry at you.
Why? Nearly stuck that the wrong way around then. So then we're going to put this into that little gap because this is just on one set of foam pads. So your frame will pop out over this, which I think is quite a nice thing to do sometimes. I've got a little bit of foam pad showing there, which is annoying me. That's okay. And then we're going to add our season's greetings under here at the bottom. So let's do that. We'll use this strip of foam pads.
So don't forget, we will also be announcing the winners of our Win It Weekly, and we will also spin the wheel.
I know we've got so much to do. We've got so much to do. Right, here we go. You can see now.
That's lovely, Nat.
It's cute, isn't it?
It's really nice.
So I didn't know what I was going to do when I first started. I was like, and then I was just thinking of using the cardstock because you can do that. You can just make cards with the beautiful cardstock because it's foiled and lovely. But I think adding that topper in that frame there just makes it. So what's next to do, Stace? I think it's giveaway time actually.
Win It Weekly winners, I think.
Giveaways. Oh, I'm excited about this.
Which is really exciting because lots of people have got it right.
Loads of people.
Let's see.
Not like I need it.
Oh, just in case you didn't know, with all this advertising and all the whole show about it, it is for the love of pies. No, I'm joking. It's for the love of stamps. So well done for everybody who got the question right. And these are this week's winners. So well done to Elizabeth, Leanne, Rebecca, Valerie and Claire. You have all won that Twilight Kingdom topper collection.
Congratulations!
Woo-hoo. I love giving things away.
I know, it's so good.
Norman's not going. Sorry,
Norman's
people.
not allowed to.
I know that you keep asking, but it's not going.
He's not allowed to. We'll get shouted at.
Okay, so should we do spin the wheel?
Yes,
Okay.
let's spin the wheel.
I know this might be a silly question. Where is it? Is that it?
Yeah.
I didn't prepare for this.
And now it's right in the middle of your face.
I know, I had a
that
right-
was the best thing ever.
I had a right panic. I thought I was going to have to like...
it's there in the middle of the face.
I thought I was going to have to go and like build a wheel or something.
Well,
then.
you can tell it's Friday.
Happy
we can
Friday!
tell it's Friday, can't you?
Okay, so we're going to spin the wheel, see what it lands on.
Ready? Go. That was a good spin, Steve. That was a good spin. What have we got? Oh, our prison brush markers.
How can you read that? My eyes are really bad.
Our
Prism brush markers. So what we need you to do is comment anything. Tell us what you're having for your dinner. We're having Mackey's.
We're terrible.
We're always having Mackey's on a Friday. I mean, what are you doing? Do you love the stamps? Anything at all.
What are you crafting at the moment?
Comment.
Let
And
us
while
know.
you comment, I shall tell you what is coming up next on TV.
Ooh.
So, on Tuesday the 6th of October, so next week,
Yeah.
at 9 a.m, we have the new Decollage Flourishing Florals collection with Sheila.
Yes,
So,
we do.
you need to tune in. I can tell you that there's lots of decollage, lots of flowers, but also some dyes that you don't want to miss out on.
No.
And lots of other lovely products. So tune in. So that is, I hate this bit, I always get it wrong. Create and Craft, Sky 683, Freeview 95, Virgin 748 and Freesat 816.
There you go. Did it. Smashed
Did it in one go. Okay.
The 6th.
So
Tuesday the 6th. 9
Tuesday the
a.m.
6th, put it in your diaries, put notifications on, don't miss out, 9 o'clock. Make sure that you are up with your coffee in your pyjamas, of course.
Ready to watch it.
And then our next Facebook Live with big surprises. It's got in capital letters.
Big surprise.
I don't know what, it's so big that I don't know what the surprise is. Catch us on Monday. That is the 5th of October at 10 a.m. to see what's in store.
Okay, so lots and lots and lots of people are commenting about winning these stamps. So many people. Whoa, that would be so good so we could colour in. Just purchased the watercolour pencil so I could use them together. Oh my gosh, so many people have commented. Emily, I don't know how you're going to choose someone.
Imagine
There's so many.
if you buy the bundle and then you win this prize.
So many people commenting. Yes, I know.
It'd be amazing.
Win the bundle, get these colours, get colouring. Oh, gonna have the best time.
Have you got a winner or did
10
they?
seconds, I will.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
10
10 seconds.
seconds.
10 seconds, get commenting.
We're getting
Comment,
too
comment,
excited.
comment.
Too excited.
Comment. Write
Natalie,
anything.
What's your favourite stamp of the bundle?
Probably the book one.
That's
I
my
love that
favourite.
one. Pop-up, making pop-up cards with that as well. I did a demo on that on the Tuesday show. We did the keyhole on the front of the card and then you opened it up and that book popped out in the centre. So that's another good idea. So many good things you can do with these.
We've had such a good show. Thank
I
you
know.
for joining us. And thank you to Norman.
Yeah, thanks, Norms.
Thank you for coming in, Norman. Hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping Norman will just stay for the long term.
He's
But I have a
going to be
feeling-
wanted at home.
Yeah, I have a feeling that we'll get told off if Norman stays.
He is going to be wanted at home,
I know.
definitely. I bet Debs has texted Dan already to say, where's Norman?
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely.
We have a winner.
We do.
We do.
Da da da.
It's Ruth and Wall.
Yay!
Ruth, you are the lucky winner of our Prism brush markers from our Spin the Wheel. So get your direct message to Emily or to the team and we're going to get those out to you maybe today.
Today, yeah.
We'll get them out to you today. Oh, that's good. You'll get them by Monday. I love that. You'll get them by
Imagine.
Monday.
Oh,
What a great start to your Monday.
I know. Great
Getting the
start to
getting them in the
October.
post. Oh my gosh. Amazing. So congratulations, Ruth. You are the lucky winner. I think that's it though.
Yeah, that's it
I've
from
had
us.
a fantastic time today.
Yeah.
Have you had a good time, Stace?
I've had a brilliant time. I wish I could come in more, but
Have you had a good time, Emily?
Yeah, really fun today.
It has been fun. So get your box magazine so you can print out Emily's picture and get it plastered all over your room.
yeah, I want to see pictures of Emily's picture next time I'm on.
Get the stamps because they're absolutely amazing. You're going to have so much fun with them. But make sure you tune in on Monday because Monday's show is going to be extra special. If you think our Super Savers has been good, just you wait until Monday. Thanks so much for joining us. I've had a great time. So bye from me.
Bye from me.
Bye from Emily.
And
Bye
bye
from
from
Norman. And
Bye,
we'll see you
Norman.
soon.
Bye.